As early as the 1400s, Africans made peanut stews. Peanut butter, as we know it today, was invented in 1890 by an American doctor. He used it as a protein substitute for people whose teeth were so bad they couldn't chew meat. The best peanuts for making peanut butter are runner peanuts because they're uniform in size. They roast more evenly than peanuts that vary in size. They arrive at the peanut butter factory already shelled. To make a 500-gram jar of peanut butter, it takes 565 grams of peanuts. That's about 1,100 peanuts. The first step is to roast them. The nuts travel through a hot air roaster heated to 204 degrees Celsius. The shaking motion moves them around so they roast evenly. More than 3,600 kilograms of peanuts go through this roaster per hour. When they come out, they've turned from white to light brown. Next, they go into another machine, which fast cools them at room temperature using suction fans that circulate air quickly. This rapid cooling process is critical. It halts the cooking and prevents the peanuts from losing too much oil. Next, the peanuts go through a machine called the blancher. It removes the outer skins by rubbing them between rubber belts. Then it splits the kernels and removes the heart of the peanut, which has a slightly bitter taste. But what's discarded doesn't go to waste. The skins go to farmers for pig feed, and the hearts go into bird feed. The peanuts land in a big stainless steel hopper. From there, they drop down into the grinder to be ground into a paste. At this point, the other ingredients go in: salt, sugar or another natural sweetener, and a small amount of hydrogenated vegetable oil, which acts as a stabilizer to keep the peanut oil from separating and floating to the top of the jar. Peanut butter contains no artificial coloring or artificial sweeteners. It has no preservatives either, yet doesn't need to be refrigerated. The peanut butter is finally ready. All that mixing has heated it up to 60 degrees Celsius. It goes through a cooling system to bring it down to 38 degrees. Now, it can go into jars. Peanut butter is a healthy, protein-rich food with plenty of vitamins, minerals, and fiber. It has no cholesterol, but it does contain fat. The good news is that more than 80% of that fat is unsaturated. In other words, good fat that may actually help lower certain cholesterol levels in the blood. The bad news is that the rest of the fat content is trans fat, or bad fat. It comes not from the peanuts themselves, but from the hydrogenated vegetable oil that's used as the stabilizer to keep the peanut oil from separating. If you want to avoid that, you can eat all natural peanut butter, which doesn't contain a stabilizer. You'll just have to stir the peanut oil that collects at the top of the jar. Once the jars are filled with peanut butter, they go through the capping machine. The caps have an aluminum seal inside. As the caps pass through a heat machine, the seal drops down and adheres to the top of the jar, creating an airtight seal. A machine prints the production date and the expiration date. These unopened jars of peanut butter will stay fresh for 1 whole year.